In this video, we are going to answer the ever-present question: can you even make money publishing low and medium content books using the Amazon KDP platform? If you're hesitant about self-publishing, if you think you'll never make money and it's just a waste of time, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to show you how you can even tell whether you can make money self-publishing books, and we'll look at some real life examples so you can finally get an answer to that question. Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to my channel. Every single week I share videos all about self-publishing books, and you're watching one of them right now. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me here, while I try to provide as much value and information as I possibly can in these short YouTube videos. If you are looking for a lot more in-depth information than what you can get out of a YouTube video on how to build a thriving self-publishing business, then I have something for you. I am releasing a course all about self-publishing books with a focus on low and medium content books. If this is something that interests you, there is a link down in the description box below to get onto the waitlist to be the first to be notified when this course is available. One of the most common questions that you'll see about self-publishing books on Amazon KDP is, can you actually make money self-publishing books? Is anyone actually making any money doing this? I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of people who publish books, even multiples of books, and never make any money. I'm not gonna pretend that every single person who publishes a book makes something out of it, but you know what? There are actually a lot of people who do make money publishing books. Now, I love a good statistic, so let's look at some stats. Amazon generates around $28 billion worldwide from book sales each year. Now, this makes up both traditionally and self-published books, though, and what we're mostly interested in is the figures around self-published books. 300 million self-published books are sold each year, and Amazon pays out over $520 million in royalties per year to 1 million self-published authors or self-publishers. So I think straight away, this already does answer the question of, can you make money self-publishing books on Amazon KDP? Yes, you clearly can. There are 1 million people getting a share of over $520 million each year. But don't worry, we will be looking at some real life examples so you can see exactly what kinds of books are taking a share of these royalties. Kindle Direct Publishing, which for anyone watching who is unfamiliar with Amazon, is Amazon's print-on-demand book publishing service, which allows anybody to self-publish their own books for free and sell them on the Amazon marketplace. And Amazon is the largest publisher of self-published books. You will find self-publishing success stories all over the internet, all over social media if you go looking for them. And I'm not just talking about the handful of people you might see over here on YouTube who do like to share their income reports with you. There are so many people who don't publicly share their income reports, but we can still find books that are very successful on Amazon, and I will show you how to find them for yourself in this video. And sometimes success doesn't even come in the form of royalties. Everyone has different goals for the books that they publish. For most people, yes, it is about making money, about making royalties from their book sales on Amazon. But for others, their books are a means to find success in something bigger. So for example, a video that I shared a little while ago where I looked into a series and a brand of very popular low content books on Amazon called Lucas and Friends. This brand has extremely popular activity and puzzle books for kids. Now, if you take a look down here, they haven't priced their books very high, so they aren't making much money from their actual books in terms of royalties. They might just be making cents, not even a couple of dollars here, but they are using the books as a way to funnel people to their website where they sell merchandise and physical products. Plus they have a very popular YouTube channel, and they also have apps which they have built which are educational apps for kids. So for this particular self-publisher, it seems like making money from Amazon royalties isn't their main focus. Their main focus is to get people to know about their apps and all their other merchandise. Andy Weir is a self-publisher who sold a book called The Martian. You might have heard of it. And this book sold 5 million copies in the US alone. The book was then made into a movie, which again you may have heard of or seen, but this movie grossed $630 million. He then wrote another book called Project Hail Mary, which he also sold the movie rights to for $3 million. So although for this self-publisher, his main goal probably was to publish books, but the popularity of those books then led to even bigger and better things, making more money through different avenues aside from the royalties on his book. So did he write the books purely with the goal to get movie deals from? Probably not. His main goal was probably that he just wanted to publish these stories and make money from the sale of these stories. But sometimes these things snowball into something much bigger and so much more successful than just receiving those royalties from Amazon KDP. Marie Force is another self-publisher who has had books on the New York Times bestseller list, and her books have sold over 12 million copies. She says that most of her income comes from 30 self-published books. We can see here she's got 381 titles in total. So the majority of her income is coming from just 30 of those books. And this is why I always talk about creating multiple related books or a series of books, because having more books brings in customers who already know and like your book that they may have already purchased. It's a lot more likely that they'll want to buy more from you. But of course, these are authors or writers, and most of what we talk about here on this channel is low and medium content books, not so much these high content novel types of books. So why don't we take a little bit more of a further look into more low and medium content books to see if they can generate similar kind of successes to these ones that we've just looked at. And success is different for everyone. Everyone has a different idea in their head of what a great or a good or a large amount of money is to earn from their books. So you personally may not necessarily be interested in making millions upon millions of dollars. For one person, success might just be making enough to replace their day job income, just so they don't have to go to work every single day. Or for somebody else, it might be getting a traditional publishing deal or a movie deal. So if any publisher or any books that we look at in this video don't align exactly with your idea of success, just try to use it as inspiration and motivation. Try to just look at it as proof that this is doable regardless of what your income goals or your life goals may be, and just take it as proof that there are lots of people out there making self-publishing work for them, and so that you can do it too. Now, I already do share lots of videos on this channel where I do case studies or deep dives about books that are successful on Amazon, and we look at what they may have done to achieve that success. So if you are interested in more videos looking at low and medium content books and how much they can make, then make sure to go back through my channel to watch those videos once you're finished with this one. One great way to research whether anyone is making money publishing low content books is to basically just browse Amazon and go through the Amazon bestseller lists. To do this, all we need to do is head to the menu on the left-hand side, scroll down to books, books again, or children's books if you're interested in looking at children's books. We head up here to the bestsellers and more, and then we want to click up here onto print bestsellers. We are looking just at print books because for low and medium content books, they are almost always going to be only printed. It's pretty rare for a low content book to be able to work as an ebook as well. You can sit and go through the top 100 books. This is the top 100 books of every single category across Amazon. So these are the best-selling books. There at number 14 is a low content book. This is a guided prompt journal. These I Want to Hear Your Story books are really, really popular, and particularly popular at times of year like Mother's Day, Father's Day, and any kind of gift giving time. But what else you can do is just run through the best sellers of every single category on the left hand side here, and sometimes or quite often you will see a low or medium content book here. But from here, once you're in the bestsellers of books, just start to look through the different categories and see if you can find low and medium content books as the bestsellers of each category. And what we're looking for specifically is books that are self-published. So let's start off in arts and photography and have a quick scroll through. So first of all, straight away, I see number 6 in arts and photography is How to Draw Everything. This is an extremely popular low content content book. And this basically just has cute but quite simple drawings, and it teaches you how to draw each image. So there's 300 images in there, and it just shows you these simple steps on how to draw that image. Now, the way to see if these books are self-published is you just scroll down to this information part down here, product details, and where it says publisher, when it says independently published, that means it is a self-publisher publishing through Amazon KDP. It might say CreateSpace, and if it says CreateSpace, that is also self-published. That was what KDP was called before it became KDP. It was originally called CreateSpace and then changed to Amazon KDP. So that's how you can tell if a book is self-published. But if we're looking at this book's bestseller rank, it has a bestseller rank. It's 216 out of every single book across the millions of books on the Amazon store. Okay, let's just go back to these top 100 books and scroll down, see if we can find anything else. Another one popping up, this brand, the Lucas and Friends books, very popular low content books, and this one's sitting with a bestseller rank of 396. So already we can see right away that there are a couple of self-published low and medium content books that are selling and are in fact some of the most popular books overall on Amazon. And so before we go any further, if you do want to dive deeper into the books, if you're not quite sure how those bestseller ranks relate in terms of sales, and you want to get a really good idea of how much money you can be making, we just need to look at those bestseller ranks. The bestseller rank determines a book's popularity with Amazon's customers. And so getting this number as low as you possibly can is the goal and what you want. The lower the number, the better. The lower that number, the more books that you're selling. And we can use this bestseller rank to work out how much these books might be making each month as an estimate. So looking at the How to Draw book with a bestseller rank of 216, we just take that bestseller rank, pop it into an Amazon book sales calculator, and it will estimate how many books are selling based on the bestseller rank. So with that bestseller rank of 216, it's estimating to be selling over 6,000 copies per month. From there, we can then work out what the royalty is on this book, which will then tell us the total monthly income figure for this self-publisher. So we take a couple of details. We've got an 8.5 by 11 sized book with 110 pages and selling for $10.90. So that means for every book sold, that self-publisher is making $3.67 every time this book is sold. So that's what the self-publisher is receiving after Amazon's fees and printing costs and everything are taken out of that sales price. I do prefer looking at the royalty rather than the sales price because it is a true reflection of what someone can make from self-publishing. Looking at the sales price, and if the book is selling over 6,000 copies per month, we could say, well, this book is making over $65,000 per month, and that is very impressive, isn't it? It sounds very impressive. I mean, that would look pretty good on one of my thumbnails for my YouTube videos, that's for sure. But it isn't really being transparent, and that figure isn't profit. The truth is that there are a lot of fees that are going to come out of that sales price, and I would rather just show you a true picture of what you might get and how much you actually could make from self-publishing a book. And so if we look at the royalty figures and that this book gets a $3.67 royalty, that means this publisher receives over $22,000 or around $22,000 each month from this one medium content book, which is still extremely impressive to me. And these types of books specifically, the How to Draw books, they're actually not that hard to make if you have the right tools. I have a video sharing a really awesome tool that allows you to make these exact kinds of books. I'll link that tool down in the description box below, which is the Learn How to Draw Generator tool, if you do want to find out more about that too, if these kind of books are interesting to you. But just by spending a small amount of time browsing Amazon, we are already seeing proof that you can definitely make money self-publishing low and medium content books on Amazon. Let's keep going. So back into these top 100 results, we'll keep scrolling down. There is a coloring book, the Crybaby coloring book. It's not self-published. There is another Learn How to Draw book by a different self-publisher that's doing extremely well too, with a bestseller rank of 539. We'll keep scrolling down. We've got a reverse coloring book with an amazing bestseller rank, 807. We have a coloring book by Coco, one of the most very popular coloring book brands on Amazon, a self-publisher too. There's another Learn How to Draw book. But let's take a look at another category. Let's take a look at craft, hobbies, and home. And straight away we've got that Dad, I Want to Hear Your Story guided prompt journal, which is just climbing up the ranks at the moment because Father's Day in the United States is coming up. Straight up, we've got a coloring book with a bestseller rank of 211, another Coco Yo coloring book, a stress relief coloring book with a bestseller rank of 239, another stress relief coloring book by Coco Yo, a swearing coloring book, more coloring books, another guided prompt journal. Straight away, we're getting a bunch of coloring books that are in the top 100 of this category, with all of them having really, really impressive bestseller ranks. Now let's just have a bit of a closer look at this guided prompt journal. The Tell Me Your Story Mum is always a very popular one too, year round, but like I say, at the moment this one's doing extra good because Father's Day is coming up. This is a low content book with journal prompts, and it's a great book to give as a gift. So it will get popular around Father's Day as well as around Christmas times as well. And if we scroll through, this is what it looks like. It is just a guided prompt journal asking questions about the person, and you would give it to them as a gift. They complete it, and then it's a nice keepsake and to learn more about them that you can just keep forever and pass on down through the family. Currently sitting with a bestseller rank of 14, which means for this month it might sell somewhere around 27,000 copies. That is not what it's going to sell month after month because it is just a popular month with Father's Day, but these books do generally sell quite well year round. For an example, the Tell Me Your Life Story Mum book, which isn't going to be having a boost at the moment because it's not Mother's Day, has a bestseller rank of 306. So when it doesn't have a boost due to it being a gift giving time, this book is selling over 4,800 copies per month. The Tell Me Your Story Mum book shows up in the top bestseller ranks and has done for quite a while. The royalty that self-publisher gets for each sale is $4.12 per book sold. So 4,800 copies times by a $4.12 royalty, and that means they'll be making somewhere around the $19,000 mark per month, just under $20,000 per month. And keep in mind, they've got the guided prompt journal for mum, for dad, there's one for grandma and grandpa. So they have a whole series of these books that sell especially well. So considering that we've only looked at 2 categories very, very quickly and have already come across so many low and medium content books within just the top 100 of those 2 categories, just goes to show how popular low and medium content books are with Amazon's customers. And it is clear how possible it is to make money self-publishing books. And it's not just for 1 or 2 or a select few of self-publishers here or there seeing success and nobody else is. It is a lot of different people creating these thriving self-publishing businesses for themselves. And just remember that this is just looking at the top 100 of each category. There are thousands more people who have a book selling that fall outside of the top 100 of a category. And that doesn't mean they're not making any money. They will be still selling books, and probably a lot of books, especially if they have more than one. It might not be $15,000 or $20,000 a month for one book like the couple we just looked at, but even just having a handful of books that are making maybe $1,000 per month, let's say you've got 5 or 10 of those, it really starts to add up at the end of the month. And there are so many more people than what we've just looked at making sales like this, in addition to the ones that we've looked at in detail today in this video. That is all that we have time to look at in this video though. If you do like these videos, these kinds of videos where I look into different books and different self-publishers and see what kind of incomes they can possibly be making, let me know down in the comments below so I know to keep making more videos like this. I hope that you found today's video interesting and helpful, and that it gives you inspiration and motivation to start self-publishing your own low and medium content books. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.